Hello, I'm Leslie Moise, author, and today I am interviewing Clint Ackerman, Louisville author of the poetry book So It's Been Said, which is available on Amazon and from the author. Clint, how does a writing session look for you?
It really depends. For about a good solid year and a half, almost 2 years, I had been writing about 700 words a week was my goal. And that began as part of a writing class that I took and then just kept going. Um, about the last year or so, I have really not had extended writing sessions. I did have a bit of a routine, but I think with moving and some of the other transitions that have happened with COVID, now what I tend to do is just really be aware of my thoughts and be aware of my surroundings. And oftentimes a phrase will just drop in, and I will collect that phrase. And then throughout the day, maybe two or three other phrases. And then in the wee hours, which is when I tend to do most of my writing now, I'll just take some time with it and see what comes out of the collected phrases of the day. My last probably, like I said, year and a half has really been much more focused on poetry than it has been on prose. And when I was doing the regular writing sessions, however, I do think that having a routine was very critical to my doing it at all. Sitting down at the computer, thinking about, okay, this is going to be a writing session, getting up from the computer. At that time, I still smoked and was in my apartment, so going out on the stoop and having a cigarette, walking back in, collecting my thoughts again, starting to type, and then usually from that point forward, once I had actually started hitting the keys with my fingers, for me, the computer writing was much simpler than handwriting. Although I did do handwriting sometimes, and so I just felt like having some sort of a format, even though I almost always knew that first time when I sat down on the computer I was not going to actually write. Just doing that, then getting up, doing a few other things, sitting back down at the computer, and then starting was helpful for me. I don't know that, on all the writing books that I've read, for some people it's very much an approach that they would take to any job, and therefore they have their routine for their work and they do that. Maybe it's my bipolar disorder, maybe it's just me, but I've found that I've got to roll with whatever muse is happening at a given point in time and allow that to just do its thing. So for a while that thing was 700 words a week, but more recently now it's been really being much more focused on my thoughts and feelings and then constructing a poem, just about a poem a day, sometimes more from those thoughts and feelings.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm author Leslie Moise. I talk about the writing process, research, and give occasional updates about my own works in progress and published books. Thank you for spending time with me and with my guest, Clint Ackerman. I post every other Monday. I'll see you soon.